hardwired. Wow, me too.
Hey, me too.
Hey, look at that. We're live on YouTube.
Okay, somebody has post notifications turned on because someone just now started watching.
I think if you're a subscriber, I didn't realize on Instagram.
I mean, you can move the thing back a little bit.
All right, we're live on Instagram. Let's see if anybody actually.
Can you not just turn your phone sideways?
Well, then people complain because the comments are sideways.
Okay.
Everything's dumb. So, you know how that goes. All right. We got people joining. Look at that.
Indeed, we do.
Wow. All right. Nice. All right. I don't know. It's been
Louderwire,
Louderwire, but straight.
Love it.
Man, you know, there's a bunch of like Loudwire without bullshit, like Loudwire but not gay, like
Louderwire, but gay.
yeah, like there's all kinds of like Loudwire parody accounts now. I don't know if we were the first. We probably weren't.
No, I think Quietwire was before us.
Were they?
I think so.
I don't know.
I think it like went Quietwire then us. I think we were like pretty close on that list.
Yeah, well, we were at the beginning of the trend.
Yeah,
We were like somewhat original stuff.
but we grew the fastest.
Yeah. Right now we kind of dropped off. Lost like 100 followers. We're back. That's all that's important.
You also have the coolest name.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to beat.
The only one that actually confuses people.
Yeah.
Man, even confused John Goblicon.
Yeah. That was pretty good.
That was funny.
Like, I didn't think he was actually going to reply, you know? And then
He thought we were
he
loud.
was like, oh, yeah, let's do it. Like,
Wait, is this not louder? Is this not Loudwire? I was like, oh my god, he actually wants in.
all right. What are people saying?
Pretty sure Loudwire without bullshit was first. And
I
mean,
didn't
like,
see that. Yeah.
we
Who
were in the
knows?
beginning, so is all we know.
Yeah. We were in the first wave. All right. Also, let us know if the music is too loud or too quiet or whatever.
I mean, honestly, then that's just great.
Yeah. I think this is about where it's been, but it's been a minute, so I don't remember. I guess if nobody's singing, can't hear us over the music. That's probably a good sign, though.
Perhaps.
We'll see.
Oh, now we've got Loudwire, but retarded.
Nice. Look at that.
So we just regular Loudwire, or I wonder if anybody like heard us talking about that, logged off, went and made a brand new account.
I probably
and
did.
joined in.
There's someone out there. Guaranteed. All right. You guys want to go ahead and get into this?
Sure.
All right. So, yeah, we, I don't think we put anything other than the fact we were making a set list. So, should probably explain some criteria and whatnot.
All right.
So, yeah, for those that don't pay attention, we each made Metallica set lists, right? Based on like the Worldwired Tour, which has been going for like 6 years, but that's okay. And
Every
so,
city in America, man, or in the world, rather.
yeah, pretty much, yeah. We were looking at like the tour statistics and stuff earlier, and it's like, you know, pretty dumb. So anyways, so the general guidelines we went with for this was what? I had to follow like the standard formula, the algorithm they use, you know, like opens with hardwired, etc., you know, like general pacing and whatnot.
Mhm.
And then what we had to have more songs from hardwired than any other, or like you had to have
Equal amount.
yeah, equal.
Yeah.
Otherwise, all of our set lists are probably screwed up. Would be my
What,
guess.
what was the other stuff we had?
19 songs.
Yeah, so
18 or 19
yeah,
songs.
the standard set is 18, but we kind of added one because this is our shit. We do what we want.
No ballads.
Yeah, no ballads.
No ballads required.
Yeah,
Which means no ballads.
I mean, if you really wanted, you could, but you know,
I mean, there's an
No.
argument to be made for one.
yeah, we'll get to that. I think probably.
Oh, does one count?
That's what we're
yeah,
going to debate.
we discussed that briefly. All right, what else? Is that it?
What does it say, John?
He said, Louderwire Butt Straight says, I would recommend that you make a Louderwire website with fake articles, but you'd probably get a cease and desist.
I mean, we've gotten DMs from Loudwire, and they're like, "Hey, you guys are funny. Like, you crack us up." I don't remember I think it might have been the thing about Corey Taylor and Adele was the one they like mentioned by name.
Yeah.
Well, they're aware and they
support us.
they at least appreciate us. I don't know. That was like a year ago though. So,
that'd be a lot of work to make a Louderwire website.
yeah, I mean it's enough effort to like
Do this.
make a headline, you know. We'll look into it. If anybody wants to, shoot us a DM if you want to like run a website.
If you don't have a life and you'd like to get one, DM us and you might be able to run our website.
All right, was that all the guidelines for the set
I'm pretty
list?
sure. Pretty much.
I think so. All right. So yeah, the way we're gonna do it is we're just gonna go down the line, song by song. And I'm pretty sure everybody's first song was Hardwired.
That was required.
That was the requirement, so yeah.
So then my track 2 was Atlas Rise. That's kind of how they do it, over with 2 new ones and play 2 new ones later on at some point, Phil's got to get his notes. So yeah. And John here has got 2. He's an overachiever, so.
Yeah, so my dad's a big Metallica fan, so I asked him if he wanted to play. So he did. So my number 2 is Don't Tread on Me off of the Black Album.
Starting deep.
Yeah, as it turns out, that one's pretty underplayed.
Yeah.
And then my dad's number 2 is Harvester of Sorrow off of And Justice for All.
So, Hardwire number 1. For me, I did Ride the Lightning number 2. Because, you got to start the show strong, get the energy up.
Yeah.
And so I feel like you could easily segue Hardwired right into Ride the Lightning. It makes sense. And it's, high energy.
Yeah. Yeah, from mine, doing Atlas Rise is a set. That's how it is on the album. It just flows well like that.
Mm-hmm.
So then, speaking of high energy, track 3 for me is Trapped Under Ice. I mean,
that was one of those where, if I didn't have to put Hardwired in and didn't have to make the new ones equal, I definitely want to put that in. Great song.
And looking at the actual statistics and stuff, they haven't played that a lot. That's
it's not a very well known song.
I think they've played it less than 100 times.
I mean, I think they've only played what is it? Dyer's Eve a handful of times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Escape they've only played once, I think. So anyways, track 3.
Track 3. So I've got Battery at track 3.
You're using up a goodie way too early.
Dude, you gotta kick it off strong, man.
I don't know.
See if there's any mosh left in the crowd.
You gotta say, you gotta, at the very end, everybody's tired. You gotta get one that's gonna. get them through to Enter Sandman. Like, that's the goal of the show, is just to carry the audience through Enter Sandman. For me, so you have a lot of energy in the first two songs with Hardwired and Ride the Lightning. So you got to slow it down a little bit, throw in the Unforgiven.
All right, yeah. Makes sense. All right. So then track 4 for me, keeping the energy high, you got the Four Horsemen. I mean, all hard to beat, you know.
Does it feature Dave Mustaine?
No. Although, when we were looking at the statistics earlier, it said they played the Mechanics a bunch of times, like way back in the day, like 82. So I don't know if that was just like how they arranged it, like the lyrics, like in the early days before it was on the album or what. But that was interesting. So yeah, Four Horsemen.
So my number, I didn't get my dad's number 3. My dad's number 3 was Ride the Lightning. So it was on the same wavelength as Phil. And then my dad's number 4 is No Leaf Clover.
Nice. You're going deep.
Yeah. And then my number 4 is And Justice for All. Slow it down a bit after Battery.
I tried to throw in Injustice, but I honestly couldn't find a place for it.
Yeah, I was kind of in the same boat there too.
My number 4 is Fuel. So.
All right. So here's the thing with Fuel. All right, I almost put Fuel in, but like, think Metallica lyrics, right? What do you think? Like, you know, just in general.
Like, about like how good they are?
Subject matter. Like, what is a typical Metallica song about, you know?
I mean, it depends on the album if you want the truth.
It's like, you know, generally like war, like, you know, people dying, you know, like that and then
getting screwed.
And then Fuel comes in and it's like, oh, this is like the soundtrack to Fast and the Furious, you know? Like,
I mean, if you think about it, it's a dude dying in a car wreck.
I mean, it's just goofy, like, lyrics for a Metallica song.
But it's got some insane energy behind it.
Yeah, I mean, Load and Reload are, like, kind of out there a little bit like that. But still, like, I don't know. That's just kind of bothered me. Like, they always have, like, you know, hardcore, like, you know, die, creeping death. And then it's like, you know, driving in a really fast car. Okay.
It's like an off-brand Detroit Rock City.
Yeah, I mean it's a cool song. And they still play it a bunch today. You know,
yeah, they played it at the drive-in concert.
I mean, it's the one time they can really use pyro. Like, there's a bunch of other opportunities, but like it fits really well.
Yeah, I mean, there's arguments either way. Yeah.
I mean, no, I know there's a lot better fits, but like, if you're looking for something post the Black album to put fire in.
Yeah. All right. So, what are we at? 5 now?
Yeah.
So track 5 for me is The Unforgiven, but this is The Unforgiven 1, 2, and 3 mushed together. So it'd be like, you know, the beginning is like Unforgiven. And then, like, after the first chorus, it's, like, Unforgiven 2. And then, like, after that chorus, it's Unforgiven 3. And it's just, like, you know. I'm surprised they haven't done something like that already, you know.
You think. Yeah.
Like, because it's, you know, it's the same song, just with different lyrics, basically. Like,
it's like the same scale pattern, too, right?
Yeah, I mean, you basically just play the same thing, just change the lyrics. I mean, it's like the 3 has like the piano part, right? So I mean, they like change some stuff, but like generally it's the same song, and that would be a neat thing for them to do, you know. All right, track 5. What do you got?
Track 5, I got Creeping Death.
Nice.
Burning that one a little early, but
I mean, they usually play it early in the shows.
Yeah.
Like, they never play it at the end. They do, but it's rather rare.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but good stuff. One of my favorites, honestly. And then my dad has Anesthesia Pulling Teeth at number 5.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's more like, something you play at the end right before you get into, like, one, nothing else matters, master puppets.
Don't worry, he's got one. He's got another one. He has 2 instrumentals. Big fan.
I can take a good guess at what they could be.
Oh, yeah?
Ride the Orion, or is it Orion? That's what I thought.
Yeah, it's Orion.
Yeah.
I mean, it's their best instrument. So. But for me, I did Seek and Destroy. Because they usually play that pretty early on in the show. Yeah. Because like they'll play their new stuff and they're like, oh, let's throw it back.
All right. So, where are we at? Track 6. All right. So track 6, right? This is the point where they get to like, oh, here's some more new stuff. We're playing like 4 Horsemen, like older stuff, and it's like, oh, let's bring it back to like we just put an album out, even though it was 6 years ago. So they do.
4,
I think it's 5 now. Right? It was 15. It was
16.
I don't know.
No, all the big 4, but like Slayer, I think, released a new album in 2016.
Yeah, because when did Repentance come out? Is that 15?
I don't know, but I know For All Kings came out, Hardwired, and
Dystopia.
Yeah.
Or if you're Will Pruitt, guys, Cytotoxin. That was funny.
All right. So, anyways, play the old stuff, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna play some new stuff." So they rip into Unforgiven, right? It's like more mellow, and then Man Unkind, right? Because the intro on that is like kind of mellow, and then it kicks off. And also, this is a side note, they're gonna play it like slightly faster than on the album, just because it sounds a lot better fast.
I mean, that's the general theme of thrash metal.
Yeah.
If you increase it by 1.25 or 1.5,
yeah, because it's like written in a way that like it wouldn't sound like some stuff on like Load or Reload. It's like a slower, like mid-tempo song. If they played it fast, it would just sound weird. But like Man Unkind, play it faster, it sounds just as good. So Man Unkind, but they play it fast.
That's when they don't play a whole lot.
Yeah. Oh, and another
play
note.
The show we went to?
I don't think so.
I could have swore they did. No, it was Halo on Fire.
Yeah. One, they put like the stuff from the video up on all screens.
Yeah.
So you've seen the video for Man Unkind. That's the one where they have the clips from Wars of Chaos are the music video. So they're up there, thrashing out, playing Man Unkind faster with like fake mayhem up on the screens at light. That'd be pretty cool.
Yo, what's with the goat? Or no, just during it, just had, I think it was Dead who blew his brains out.
Mm-hmm.
So just have him walk up on stage and do it again.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be a great thing. Like, all right, we're going to play some new songs. And then, like, some rando comes up in corpse paint and pulls his brains out in the stage and they rip into it.
No, they just take a picture of it and then say, dang, this would be a good album cover.
All right, so what is that? Track 6?
Yeah.
What do you got?
Track 6, I got Spit Out the Bone. It's on the same wavelength of getting back to the new stuff. And there, you got Creeping Death, ramp even further up, hit the real thrasher off the new album. Mm-hmm. And then my dad's got Sad But True at number 6.
I've got Welcome Home. Because like the way I did it is I tried to mix in the new stuff with the old stuff, like do a little bit of old, a little bit of new, a little bit of old, and like fade in and out with the end.
Yeah.
You can only mosh for so long.
Yeah.
Especially whenever you're like anywhere from. Dang. Because you can, assuming you're like 35 to 40, which is the general range of like, the older Metallica bands that can afford 4 seats. Yeah. They probably can't mosh for more than a minute. 30 seconds is the general area. But
depends on how drunk they are, though.
and how good their cardio is. Man, did you guys see that video of the mosh pit at Vakken? That was like, it went around the entire stage.
Yeah.
Man.
Wasn't that like a Heaven Shall Burn circle pit? Or
I think so. I mean, that happens more than you would think. I think like going around like a sound booth and stuff. Like, but yeah, cool stuff. Oh yeah, we can hear like a slight delay in ourselves. All right.
Also totally
All right, so we're at 7. So yeah, I just did Man Unkind. They're gonna do Spit Out the Bone, right? Good. You know, I mean,
I have to interject and say I did that one for this track too.
Yeah, I'm interested to see like the correlations. You know, we'll get to that at the end, I guess. Though. All right, so track 7. What do you got?
Yeah, so we just hit Spit Out the Bone, so I figured, one of our criteria was Lars doesn't get a heart attack during the set. Figured slow it down, went with 1. And then my dad's got Spit Out the Bone at 7.
That's a good spot.
How about that?
All right, and then Phil, you also got Spit Out the Bone. All right, I guess there's not a lot of discussion to happen there. All right, so at this point, right, they are still playing some of the newer stuff, so they rip into All Nightmare Long, right, off Death Magnetic, right?
It's a good song.
So yeah, I mean that they're start with the old, brand new, still new but like less new, and that's a pretty thrashy,
it's a
good one. So yeah.
Number 8, I've got Ride the Lightning.
Off the same album, Creeping Death.
Yeah. Then my dad's got Wherever I May Roam.
I almost threw that one in here, and I had it in here for a hot minute, but I was like, there's so many better ones that would fit. So I tried to keep it there because it's a bomb song.
It's a good song. I couldn't find a place to fit it in either. Again, without taking out some of our criteria.
Yeah.
Is that or just like taking out absolute, ragers?
Yeah. All right.
On to 9.
So track 9. All right. So just had, Mankind sped up some, Spit Out the Bone, All Nightmare Long. That's like, 14 minutes.
Every time you say
fast.
All Nightmare Long, it sounds like All I Want's Marijuana.
I mean, either way, So yeah, after All Nightmare Long, I got King Nothing, right? And I was in between for like a long time, and I figured I'd just go with King Nothing on that one. Like, it's hard to beat. It's like slower, gives Lars a little bit of a break there, but it's still like a jam. And it's one of those that like I've heard that on like classic rock radio before.
It's about all they play on 103.5.
Yeah, I mean like people that don't know Metallica that come right in and go, oh, I've heard this. They might not know all the words, but they'll be like, oh, this is like that song that plays on the radio.
Because that's another thing you have to consider when building a set list is who all's going to know it and enjoy, the $200 they can spend to come see it.
Yeah.
Or 100 if you want to drive and come and see.
I was too scared that was going to be another S&M2, so that's why I didn't come. And I had stuff.
Okay.
No, I have a referendum against you, John. That's why.
I knew it.
What about you, John?
We're at number 9. This is where I threw in Seek and Destroy. We got Ride the Lightning going into Seek and Destroy.
Good stuff.
I've got a Harvester of Sorrow because it's like, it's a banger. It's slower,
Great.
And it's something you hear occasionally on classic rock.
Yeah.
I can hold it. I've heard it more than 3 times on the one that's around.
Mm-hmm.
My dad's got Disposable Heroes right here.
Okay,
Nice.
honestly though. Now the
Pretty
whole
great.
band might die of a heart attack playing that.
That would be pretty awesome.
All right.
Yeah. I think James Hetfield have to spend a few lonely nights to kind of gear up for playing that.
All right. So yeah, for me, King Nothing right ends. And speaking of the band potentially having a heart attack, Lars better buckle up. They're doing Dyer's Eve.
Do you think they can still play that live as old as they are?
I think the last time they played it was like 2012, I think. So,
I think they probably play it once they got to like, oh my god, we are never doing that again.
I mean, that's why I kind of put it where I did. Like, you got a slower song right before it, they kind of get the break. And if they wanted to, they would, like, cut the lights for a second, like, get some water, you know, like,
Do a few
and
stretches.
just bust into it, you know.
Take their heart rate, their blood pressure.
Number 10, I've got Moth into Flame here. Probably one of my favorites off of the new one.
Mm-hmm.
And we're keeping the intensity up. You know, you go from Seek and Destroy into Moth into Flame. Still doing pretty well.
All right.
For mine, I got Through the Nether.
Nice. Good stuff.
Oh, dude. I mean, the breakdown at the end, it's hard to beat
Yeah.
for Metallica.
Has anybody given us a good comment? We haven't been paying attention at all.
Hey, we haven't read any comments.
I've been reading. But
Anything
one of the
note,
guys is gonna like mine because he doesn't listen to anything after the Black Album, and I don't
Nice.
have anything after the Black Album except for Hardwired stuff. And then been like Hello, but somebody just asked if we're Manson fans. And we heard his
Oh.
new album.
Are you, Nathan?
Not really.
I didn't think you
I
were.
haven't
but
listened
I didn't
to
know if you'd
enough
throw me a curveball.
to go either way. Like, I'm not checking out, I guess. I don't know. I've heard, like, the hits. That's pretty much. I haven't. All right, so what's your dad's pick for that one?
Oh, number 10, my dad's got Unforgiven right here.
Unforgiven?
Yeah.
Nice.
Which is good right after Spit Out the Bone and Disposable Heroes.
Yeah, that's a good
Might
one.
want to ramp down a little bit.
All right, so I've got after Dyer's Eve, we got For Whom the Bell Falls, right? Classic, not super fast, so coming off of Dyer's Eve, they can kind of
I didn't
chill
include that.
out a little bit.
Really?
I did not put that on my playlist.
That's interesting. Neither did my dad. But when I told him that, he was like,
For me, I got King Nothing. Because they're coming off. I mean, it's like at that point, Creeping Death, Artist for Sorrow, Through the Nether, King Nothing. They're all like steady songs. So kind of like, you know, good energy, good vibes, and they'll carry you through to like, you know, the hard things.
Yeah. All right. Where are we at? All right. So yeah, after For Whom the Bell Falls for me, we got Battery. We're amping it up.
yeah. I've got Master of Puppets next.
All
I
right.
figured that was a good place to throw that one in. And then my dad's got Orion.
Nice. So is it on to me now?
Yeah, that's on me.
So just remember, I kind of like didn't arrange this exactly what I wanted to. So probably after King Nothing, no, I'm gonna kill the band. So after this, nice and steady, Whiskey in the Jar.
Nice.
Nice.
I've got Master of Puppets next.
All right.
I've got Orion.
Nice.
And Yeah, they don't play that one a whole lot.
And it'd be cool if they did like an acoustic version of it, like the very, very, very first original.
Yeah.
From the Dubliners.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that would also give them more of a break, you know, switch out the guitars and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So I had Battery and then Into One, you know. They, you know, slows down at the beginning at least, so you get a decent break and then ramps up there at the end. So, I don't know. Do you want to do the one discussion now?
I mean, I've got one towards the end.
All right. We'll come back to it then.
Like, we got debates. Let's save it for the end,
Yeah.
you know?
We'll come back to that. All right. So, I got one.
So I've got the Call of Cthulhu here. I would say probably my favorite Metallica instrumental. I know Orion is pretty awesome.
I was going to say, you can have your opinion. It's wrong, but you can have your opinion.
At any rate, I'd love to hear that one live.
Mm-hmm.
And then my dad's got Memory Remains, which is interesting.
That was really well done at SNA. Like, I was impressed with it.
Yeah. And that's got the whole thing where they can, like, shine the lights on the crowd and everybody sings, like, the one part, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Whoa, whoa.
yeah. That's a good one.
So, we've had a hot minute where it's just kind of, you know, steady but hard Metallica song. So, you're going to just go all in with Fire with Fire.
Nice.
Nice.
I mean, they played it a few times last year. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think they put that in, like, the encore, like, real heavy song slot a couple of times.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right. So then I've got, after one, you got Master Puppets, right? We're getting to that point, you know,
It's time.
that Master Puppets, you know.
It's always a good time for Master Puppets.
There's never not a good time for it.
All right. So right after Call of Cthulhu, I've got Dream No More off of Hardwired. Honestly, I was kind of thinking about throwing the thing that should not be in there, get all three of those Lovecraftian songs, but I couldn't really find a good place for that, so I just stuck with Call of Cthulhu and then Dream No More. And then my dad's got Now That We're Dead.
Nice. Yeah, I think live, Now That We're Dead, sounds a lot better than on the album. It's just got, like, a different energy to it, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, the dynamics change a ton whenever you're live.
Yeah.
Like, a ton.
Especially when you do a drum circle in the middle of the song.
That's cool, though.
That
was
awesome.
Very awesome. I still have that on video. So, on to Annihilating the Band. Right after Fire with Fire, we have Blackened.
Nice.
Nice. That's how you do it. All right. So, for me, right, did one, had break at the beginning and then ramps up at the end. Master Puppets, pretty fast. So we're going to slow it down just a little bit one last time with Devil's Dance. Dude, that's going deep.
Okay.
Right? Nice. So yeah, I mean, I'll come back to it at the end, but yeah, it's you know, I mean, it's a cool song too. It's like mid-tempo, still pretty rocking, and you know, gives us a good break for what's coming. So, and you know, if you were like in the crowd and they started playing Devil's Dance, you'd be like, "Holy shit, they're playing Devil's Dance!" Like,
Yeah.
so yeah, Devil's Dance.
So, number 14, right after we throw him for a loop with Dream No More, got the Four Horsemen in there.
Yeah.
Familiar. Good stuff. Then my dad's got Creeping Death at 14.
And so for me, I've got After Blackened. Slow it down just a tad with Moth in the Flame.
Good stuff. All right. So, Devil's Dance slows it down a little bit. Ramp it back up with Blackened.
I was wondering where you put that one in because I knew you would.
Yeah, I mean, it's best to keep it towards the end.
Yeah.
You know.
All of us have Blackened in there. Yeah. But not yet. Not yet. I've got Harvester of Sorrow next. Great song. And then my dad's got Moth and the Flame here.
Nice.
So for me, next up would be Battery.
Battery. Good stuff. Yep. That's how you do it. All right. So now, here's where I make the crazy turn, right? Coming out of Blackened, straight into Sweet Amber off Saint Anger.
Okay.
They played it live once in like 2004. I look up, like, it sounds a lot better live, and there's a video of them like jamming in the studio on it, and it's like a lot better, like without the production issues and whatnot. And like, it's a cool song. Like, assuming you haven't heard it, you should check it out. Like, it's pretty good.
I mean, didn't you say that was the one where you're gonna have like Lars play with actual trash
Oh yeah.
cans?
So yeah, the notes on Sweet Amber. At this point, Lars pulls out a real like metal trash can, swaps it out for the snare, right, and just beats it to shit in this song. And then at the end, it'd probably be better if they just like auctioned it off for like charity or whatever, right? Like, whole band signs it. They're like, "Hey, this is like the Saint Anger snare." Like,
you don't have them throw that into the crowd.
See, the problem with that is somebody would start beating people with a trash can in the pit. You gotta be aware of that stuff.
Dude, okay. Like, this is the most hypothetical situation, but just bear with me. Okay, so say like Dishonor got bigger than Metallica. Let's just say. Or like Bound in Fear or some slam metal band got bigger. And Metallica opened for them, right? And so they throw out that snare. And there's just this big buff dude with the trash can as people just come around the circle, right in the face. Just start stacking bodies.
Oh man. Oh, you got Murder One is what somebody said.
Yeah, I was. See, the problem is you gotta balance it. I almost had it, and I was like, well,
I thought about it. Yeah,
but yeah,
it's a good song.
Stuff.
It's a good song.
And it's all about Lemmy, so
right.
It's got the double stuff going on there. Pretty cool.
What's this playing in the background?
This is we haven't been seeing that. We might get flagged on Instagram. This is Incantation off the album that came out like last week, I think. This is Fury's Manifesto. Good stuff.
Send it to me, man. That's like really freaking good.
I will. Okay. So yeah, I don't even know what is that, like 17?
We're at 16.
Okay.
Yeah. So 16 got Enter Sandman. They're always gonna play that. I figure at this point they've knocked out one. They've knocked out Master of Puppets. They've knocked out Enter Sandman. And we didn't put ballads on here. So I figure at this point they do Enter Sandman. They end. And then my dad's got the Four Horsemen here.
For me, I put in from Battery. After Battery ends, you have like those weird harmonic things that they'll hold out sometimes. Go straight into Master of Puppets.
Oh man!
Nice.
So to put it in context, we've gone from Blackened to Fire with Fire to Blackened to Moth and the Flame to Battery to Master of Puppets.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, that keeps the intensity up.
All right. So are there 2 songs or 3 songs left at this point?
We got 3.
Oh, geez. I messed up then. All right, so I'm adding one last minute. So next track is Inner Sandman, right? And they do the whole, like, oh, this is it. And, the lights go out and, and then stuff happens after that.
Yeah. So I had them also go out after Enter Sandman. And then they come back with Blackened, which is... we were all here. Yeah, I mean... We were all at that concert when the encore was Blackened. Like, I was trying to pick.
I don't think it was an encore, was it?
No, it was.
Yeah. So the way they did it, I think it was like Master of Puppets, and then like the blackout, and then they did Black and Nothing Else Matters, and Inner Sandman. That's how they did it when we saw them.
No, because I just remember me and Will were standing there like, well, what's going on now? And he's like, wait, what's that? And so I started listening, we're like, holy shit, it's Blackened!
Yeah. I was trying to find a better song for them to start off the encore, but hearing that live, I can't top that. That's perfection right there. So that's what I got at 17. My dad also has Blackened at 17, but before the encore. Interesting.
All right, so then for me, I've got one to kind of like, bring things down a bit.
All right, so there's 2 songs left. I did not get the memo, I guess. All right, so Seek and Destroy, all right? Inner Sandman, the end, and then everybody's like, oh, is that it? And then Seek and Destroy.
Nice. Start right back off.
Yep.
I've got Through the Never next. Obviously not quite as intense as Blackened, but
it's still like, it goes hard.
It's still up there.
For me, I've got Inner Sandman. Like, I thought I had them all, but I have one more after this. So it's a pretty good, like, winding down the night.
So my dad, he is the encore after Blackened, and then goes into Bleeding Me.
Nice. I almost had Bleeding Me, and then I was like, nope. What? That's off Reload, right?
I think so.
Yeah, and then I was like, no, I'm doing Devil's Dance instead. But yeah, Bleeding Me, pretty cool. Alright, oh, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, last song, closing out the night, right? Hit the Lights. First song ever released, the last song I played.
I think that was like their encore for Through the Never, right? Like their live album?
I'm pretty sure it was. And then also, like, Hit the Lights, like, at the end of the song, the lights go out, like,
yeah.
But
dude,
yeah.
You could do that crazy crap they did with Through the Never.
Yeah, tear the stage apart.
All right, my last one is For Whom the Bell Tolls. Figure that's a good way to go out.
Yeah.
I mean, like, with the whammy bar stuff at the end, you actually could go out really good with that.
Mm-hmm.
So then if I had to, like, end the night after Inner Sandman, it'd be Aurora. Because, like, people at that point, it's probably midnight. People are like, man, I might have to get to work tomorrow. Or like, man, I've got a 4-hour drive ahead of me or something like that. And so, like, if you leave during Orion, you're not missing a whole lot. So at the same time, you're still, you could stay and get incredible enjoyment out. And it's a good way to, like, just mellow out and everything. And give Rob the spotlight for a second.
My dad finishes off with Master of Puppets.
Solid.
You could end actually pretty well on that.
Yeah.
Like, after the laughing at the end, you'd like say, all right, yeah, see you guys.
Yep.
We scanned you out of your money.
All right. So yeah, that's
That's
it,
our
right?
net list.
Yeah.
It took us 45 minutes to get through that.
Yeah, I mean, that took a solid chunk of time. So I don't know. If you've been watching the whole time, let us know what you thought. guarantee nobody has.
No one was.
I don't know. I guess here at the end, do you guys want to just like go through like each one real fast, just like song by song as a together unit instead of broken up how we want to do it?
Sure.
All right. So I guess I'll go. So open, hardwired, then Atlas Rise, Trapped Under Ice, Four Horsemen, Unforgiven, 1, 2, and 3 mashed together. Man Unkind with Mayhem on the screen and playing it a little bit faster. Spit Out the Bone, All Nightmare Long, King Nothing, Dyer's Eve, For Whom the Bell Tolls, Battery, 1, Master of Puppets, Devil's Dance, Blackened, Sweet Amber, Inner Sandman, Seek and Destroy, and then close it out with Hit the Lights.
Alright, so Jonathan.
So start off with Hardwired, go into Don't Tread on Me, Battery, and Justice for All, Creeping Death, Spit Out the Bone, Slow Down with 1, back into Ride the Lightning, Seek and Destroy, Moth into Flame, Master of Puppets, then Call of Cthulhu and Dream No More, Four Horsemen, Harvester of Sorrow, Enter Sandman, then Drop the Lights and everything, come back with Blackened, Through the Never, and end on For Whom the Bell Tolls.
And I've got Hardwired as an opener, Ride the Lightning, The Unforgiven, Fuel, Seek and Destroy, Welcome Home, Spit Out the Bone, Creeping Death, Harvester of Sorrow, Through the Never, King Nothing, Whiskey in the Jar, Blackened, Moth in the Flame, Bakar with Fire, Battery, Master of Puppets, 1, Enter Sandman, and Orion.
Alright. So we should the one debate to the end. You want to get into that now?
I mean, sure.
Alright. Is one a ballad?
I could honestly argue yes.
Go for it.
I mean, because, like, think about it. I mean, like, it's not like a love ballad or anything. But, you know, it's a story within a song.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you know, there are songs that are stories within songs that aren't ballads.
I mean,
You know, like, you know,
this one
Freaking
has,
Death
like,
is a story within a song.
I think the majority of the time, too, it's a rather slower song. And, you know, because, like, at the end, you have your note. And then, like, you know, the solos and all that crap. But for, like, you know, I think it's like a 7-minute, 8-minute song. I think for like 4.5 to 5 minutes of that is just, you know, the clean stuff with, like, you know, the harder choruses.
I don't know. I don't know that it counts.
I don't know.
We probably should have done some research and figured out like what the definition of a ballad is.
I mean, here, I'll look.
But, you know,
I will actually look.
all right. Well, while you're looking that up, in case nobody caught on, my set list had one song at least from every album, which is what they tried to do with S&M too, and they kind of messed up. So I didn't have like No Leaf Clover or like I Disappear or like the songs that are like not on like a album, but like the 10 like studio albums, you know.
Yeah.
All right, so any light, simple song, especially one of sentimental or romantic character, having 2 or more stanzas all sung in the same note.
One isn't all sung in the same melody.
I mean, would you consider Fade to Black a melody? I mean, not a melody, like a ballad? Because it's generally considered a ballad, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
And it has the same vibe as One.
I mean, I guess by that definition, it's not a ballad.
I mean, I guess so.
You heard it here first. Fade to Black, not a ballad.
Yeah, I almost put Fade to Black on here. Like I said, if I could have dropped Hardwired,
Dude, Donald J. Trump 2K20 joined us.
Oh wow!
What a guy!
Look at that.
Dude, tell him to play "Don't Tread on Me" at a campaign rally.
Fade to Black is the best ballad ever, says Nick Jenny JPen. With JPG.
But if it's not a ballad, then what is the best ballad ever? That's the question.
I mean, in that instance, wouldn't other popular stuff, wouldn't just Nothing Else Matters be like their only ballad pretty much?
What's the one on it's either Load or Reload?
Outlaw Tour?
Outlaw is on Load. Reload is Ronnie, right? I don't know.
Ronnie?
Yeah, okay, never mind.
Or the House Jack.
I'm pretty sure Ronnie is considered a ballad. I don't know. It's a weird one, that's for sure. I don't know.
If it ain't a ballad, Don't Want to Miss a Thing by Aerosmith would be his favorite ballad of all time.
Yeah. I mean,
are you an Aerosmith fan, Nathan?
Not really.
Yeah, I'm not.
Never really got on the boat. I listened to some, but not enough to really declare myself as a big fan.
I like his popular stuff. That's all I can say. Apparently, this guy says Ronnie is like a southern rock ballad.
Yeah. I'm gonna check. I think that's on Reload.
I'm just gonna see what all's been released lately to see if I have any thoughts on anything.
No, I think it is on Load. Yeah, so Ronnie's right before Outlaw Torn on Load.
Okay. So Nathan, your thoughts on Hellmouth?
I mean, was that the last song that played or the song before that? Pretty brutal, hard to beat.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Distant coming at it hard, Yeah, that was 2 songs ago.
NickKenny.jpg is a hardcore Metallica fan.
What's your favorite song off Saint Anger?
Dude, that's a real way to sick a dude that says, "Oh, I'm the biggest, Metallica fan ever." It's the way to stick it to him.
I mean, for real. I mean, that with I was trying to go with the deeper songs with my set list at least, right? Were there any that you guys were like, man, I wish I had one more slot that I had put this song in, or you had one that you would have put, but it didn't really mesh well with the dynamics of where it would go.
The Four Horsemen for me, that was mine. Well, there's a few. Four Horsemen, Wherever I May Roam, and Sad But True.
Yeah, I didn't have Sad But True, and as I was thinking about it, I was like, do they really need to play Sad But True? That's not really in the classics category.
I mean, it's played all the time on classic rock radio.
I think people would know it, but it's I wouldn't consider King Nothing to be a classic, but just people that know that.
I mean, at this point, they came out over almost 40 years ago.
Oh dang, you got a response.
Oh, what
he says, I think my favorite song on Saint Anger is a toss-up between Purify and The Unnamed Feeling.
Both good. Sweet Amber's the best though.
Saint Anger was the record that got me into Metallica.
There you go.
Oh wow! What a fan! Holy
dang!
My gosh.
Okay.
Okay. Honestly, if Lulu or Saint Anger or other crap like that is what got you into Metallica, it's only up from there.
Well, that's literally what he said.
I mean, yeah, but no. What I'm trying to say is it'd be a lot better than starting out with all the great stuff and only getting worse from there.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because here. This guy said favorite Death album.
I think somebody's asked that before. I think I said Leprosy.
Really? I mean, what is it? Sound of Perseverance for me.
John, have enough experience with death to give a opinion?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I mean-
Leprosy it is.
Scavenger of Human Sorrow is really hard to beat. And then, like, story to tell.
I don't
Dude, this guy was listening to Saint Anger when he was 3.
Nice. Raise them right. That's what they say.
How does he remember that? Because, like, there's
You
the, like,
don't forget those snares.
I wonder if he, like, played the drum parts on his mom's pots and pans.
No, so you gotta think of like Saint Anger was like the first like heavier stuff you listen to, and you're like, man, this is awesome. And then you hear something else, you're like, man, what is that snare tone at? You know?
Okay, Nathan. If like some random dude on the street came up to you and said, like, you're listening to, like, I don't know, Master of Puppets, let's say. This guy was like, wait, is that Metallica? You'd be like, yeah, dude. And they're like, where did the snare go after Saint Anger? If you think about it, there are only a few tuning.
What? Oh, okay. He said his earliest memories are my parents' wedding and my dad playing Saint Anger, which I assume were not at the same time.
Should be though. Let me tell you.
Nathan, are you gonna play Sweet Amber at your wedding?
Probably. I don't know.
I don't know. I could see you playing Postmortem.
I mean that's a good topic to get into.
Another really big question I have for you, Nathan. Who do you think has the better Postmortem Slayer thing going on? Like actual Slayer or Havoc?
I would say Havoc, honestly. Like
Me too.
They have like the production advantage and stuff. Like with as far as like recording quality and like if they wanted to jazz it up a little bit, like the equipment is more available, and that was like 2008 than in 1986.
And like, but the thing is, though, I feel like Slayer used that like core production value to their advantage.
Yeah,
Kind
I
of
mean,
like how black metal musicians do it.
with like every Slayer album, you can hear it just like one note. Oh, that's Slayer.
Yeah. Oh god, is this the 6 feet under?
So yeah, here's a fun fact. Phil over there realized last night that Chris Barnes from 6 Feet Under was the original vocalist of Cannibal Corpse. Didn't know that before somehow.
I haven't looked into his camera from 6 Feet Under. It's not something on my daily routine to sit there and say, man, I wonder who the first lead singer of Cannibal Corpse was.
I mean, you'd like know who the first. Do you know who the first bass player for Metallica was?
I mean, Cliff Burton, yeah.
No, it was. I don't know what the guy's name is. It wasn't Cliff originally though.
I mean, I can assume that. That's just like saying who the original members for Iron Maiden. Nobody can really name them off.
Yeah, who was the original vocalist on the first 2 albums?
It wasn't. Was it Paul?
Yeah.
Okay, was it? Okay.
Paul Dion.
Ron Montgomery.
Yeah, that's the guy's name.
Dang.
Is that the same guy that likes singing?
Yeah, this guy is on point.
Dude, like, oh my god. We should have had him on tonight.
For real. He's the expert here. All right.
We should send him a
we're
shirt
down to
that
like
says that, the expert.
we're down to like a minute left at this point.
Oh yeah, we have. As soon as we started exactly 9 o'clock, we have like 30 seconds.
Yeah, I mean we've got the countdown on this.
No, we have another minute.
So yeah, if you guys have other ideas for like a thing we could discuss like this, DM us or like shoot a comment real fast.
We'll hopefully
real fast.
Hopefully start posting more.
Yeah,
we can't keep any promises.
We should have more stuff coming soon. Thanks for watching. We'll probably be back next week. You got any closing remarks, you guys?
Lars should have been the vocalist for Metallica.
All right, I can't.
and he could open every show with welcome, welcome, welcome.
Just like S&M 2. All right, I think we got like 10 seconds left. All right, see you next week. Party on,
Later,
dudes.
haters.
The expert says do really short album reviews or album of the week or something like that.
All right, maybe we didn't have 10 seconds left. I can't read numbers that far away. I don't know.
I can tell, Nathan.
What's it say?
I think we just hit it.
It's 25 seconds.
Oh, what the heck? Oh, maybe I was watching like 1 minute. All right, but yeah.
Nathan, you need new glasses.
Probably. I don't know. Small numbers all the way across the room. But yeah, if you guys have ideas or stuff, let us know. And we'll see you next week.
Yeah,
Probably.
we've said that like 3 times now because we thought it was the end.
Yep.
3 times.
Look at
There
that.
we go.
All right. We're still live on YouTube, boy.
Yeah.
So it'll make any sense.
Nick Kenny says, would Lars make his drum faces while singing? No. It's an important question.